Stories from the Working Days. Episode 1. A Good Engine. In a week or two at most, a new method of haulage will be available from Coal Creek. Mr. W.J. Keyes of Otago having engaged to haul coal from Coal Creek to Horseshoe Bend for use on some of the dredges now working on the Clutha River by means of a traction engine. Though by no means the first attempt in this direction, this is the most successful attempt that has been made yet. About 3 years ago, a company was formed and a traction engine was obtained in Dunedin. It broke down on the road, however, and never got any further than Milton. A short time after this, another company was formed for the same purpose, but the engine did not get through her trial satisfactorily and never left the yard in Dunedin. Now, however, at the third time of asking, the venture promises to turn out as well as its most sanguine supporters could wish. The engine, which has been procured in the present instance, is one manufactured by Burrell and Sons of Thetford, England, and is of 8 nominal horsepower. It left Dunedin on Wednesday morning at 6 o'clock under the charge of Mr. W.J. Keyes, the owner, and Mr. W. Bishop, well known throughout this district where he has been engaged for some years in the threshing business. It being sale day at Burnside, constant stoppages had to be made between Dunedin and Otago on account of the stock which was met on the road. Waihola was reached at 6 o'clock when a halt was made for the night. Leaving at 5 next morning, Mr. Williamson's of Melbourne was reached at breakfast time. Another stoppage was made at Milton to take in a supply of coal, which was obtained from Mr. D. Gordon. From Dunedin to Mr. Clymer's at Mount Stewart, the engine was driven on the fast speed, but at this point it was changed to the slow speed in order to cross the bridges. Lawrence was reached at 10 o'clock on Friday morning, when the rain stopped further progress. Here, Mr. Bishop resigned charge, his place being taken by F.K. Hazlitt, who with the owner will take the engine to her final destination. The engine is very economical, both as regards to coal and water. On leaving Dunedin, she had a supply of 6 bags of Newcastle coal, which lasted until Glenore was reached, a distance of 42 miles. From Dunedin to Waihola, water was only taken in twice, once to Manuka Creek and twice to Lawrence, or a total of 6 times from Dunedin to Lawrence. Even with this moderate allowance of coal, it was impossible to keep the steam under the government pressure of £120 to the square inch, with just keeping the fire bars covered. This, it must be admitted, is a splendid record to make. The engine was drawing a couple of wagons and a quantity of furniture, which with her own weight made a total of 20 tons. Messrs. Reed and Gray of Dunedin are the agents for the engine, which so far as traction engines go is undoubtedly one of the best in the market. It is exceedingly light on the roads, while it is also very compact, besides being easily steered and steamed, while it has plenty of speed if required. In fact, it is fairly to be termed a model engine. We have the opinion of a practical man that this is the very best he has ever been on. Many drivers are inclined to be scared when crossing bridges on engines of other makers, but this one got over all of the bridges successfully, the bridges being scarcely felt under them. There can be no doubt that in the Burrell, Messrs. Reed and Gray are the agents for an excellent engine, which only needs to be better known to become deservedly popular. Wherever it is introduced, the driving along the road from Dunedin was excellent, not a single mishap being met with. Judging by the manner in which the engine behaved on the road, we venture to predict that the teamsters, who have hitherto done all the coal hauling to the dredges, will have a very formidable rival in Mr. Keyes's engine. We understand that the latter has been promised considerable support by several of the dredge owners, and as he seems confident of his ability to give general satisfaction, he should not be long in making his venture thoroughly remunerative. We wish Mr. Keys every success in his undertaking, which marks a new era in the trade of coal haulage. And just to finish off there, with a bit of a side note, that was the engine in question was Burrell 1691, built in 1893, and Keys ever only owned it for 1 year, from 1894 to 95. However, the engine did go on to live a seemingly long and fruitful life, working in the same sort of area, and yeah, interesting old story from our friends in Otago and Southland there.